Good morning. It's Sunday, and I have not been able to get out in the woods and do any hiking or take any pictures for a while. So, here I am today. It is 19 degrees, but I'm pretty bundled up, so should be okay. I'm at the national park at one of my favorite spots, getting into the pine trees, hoping, I passed a lot of deer down the roads here. So I'm hoping that there's some in the trees or along the trail. There's a decent amount of snow on the ground. So I got my camera, gonna grab some shots, maybe some video. And yep, a little chilly, but I'm bundled up. I just don't have any gloves, so we'll see how that turns out. Let's get to the woods. Wow, it is beautiful out here. Snow's a little crunchy, but check this out. It's quiet. You could see for a while. So I'm gonna try to grab some pictures. My hands are already frozen. So we'll see how it goes. Well, I just had my first encounter with a buck. He was coming out through these pines. He didn't see me, and I stopped as soon as I saw him. Then when he came out, he started walking down this trail here, and I was trying to get a picture with my camera, but he kept getting behind some trees, and I just couldn't focus on him. So he made that lovely sound that hunters like to hear. I could see his legs. I'll try to sneak up on him again. But he made that little wheeze, whatever the heck that's called, and just jumped away. But I'm going to try to get in right behind him and see if I could get some pictures. It was just a little like a spike buck, but oh well. Keep going. So this is where we came out at. About 20 yards from me. But I mean, there's trails everywhere. Some look decently fresh. But he went back in there. So I'm gonna try to follow him. See if I can find where he's at. Well, it's been a little bit since I've seen any more. So I'm just gonna hang tight in these pines here and just wait a little bit and kind of go over something. So I have that podcast going with my two buddies, the Chasing Wild podcast. So head over to there and check us out. We mainly go over like hunting and fishing and probably some camping stuff. But my main thing is hiking and just outdoorsy stuff like that. So I think I'm just gonna keep doing the podcast thing solo for the hiking, only because I don't think we're gonna get too deep into that, and all the different places I've been and the things I've seen and stories and all that from the Appalachian Trail, section hiking the Appalachian Trail, spots around here in the national park, visiting all the other national parks that I've seen. I think I'm just gonna keep it to my page here. So the Chasing Wild podcast you guys can check out if you're into hunting and fishing, camping. I'm sure we'll break into some sort of hiking on there too, but I think I'm gonna do like a podcast section on my channel here, just because those two are obviously super into hunting. We all are, but I just really enjoy hiking, and I want to be able to kind of dive into that and do pictures and videos on my own. So I'll still do the stuff with them, but I'm gonna start doing stuff about hiking stories, personal experiences. My hand's numb, so I'm gonna put them in my pocket and wait for another deer. It's like a highway right here. I hear some other people talking off in the distance, so maybe it'll spook some deer my way. I've seen some coyote track back here, so that'd be cool if I saw some coyote too. So quiet. The snow's a lot softer and quiet out here off the normal trail, so that should help. I'll try to talk over here more. There's a lot of people that cross-country ski along these trails too. I've seen 2 already. So this spot is it's called the Pine Tree Trail, or the Horseshoe Pond Trail, because there is a little pond up in the front. I've never caught anything, but I come here just for the pines. Super nice trail. A lot of picture spots. Wear gloves. My hands are numb, but I just keep switching out pockets. So, little word of advice there. All right. I think I see something back there moving. Let's go see what it is. I need to invest in a mirrorless camera. I just had about 5 doe and that 1 buck come right out of here, and they ran right through here over that way, and then the buck stopped. His head was behind a tree. I tried to get a picture. I took the picture and the shutter went off, and that spooked the rest of them. But first I went to film on my phone as they were all walking by, and I wasn't recording. So, that's okay. Man, there was a lot of them though. But they all came back from there. So I'm wondering if that was all the tracks that I've been seeing out here. So I'm just gonna kind of hang tight, have some coffee, and see if they maybe circle back here. Let's hope. And that is what I saw back in those woods. Sun's coming up. Well, I'm gonna hang tight here for a little bit, because there was two doe that, as I was getting set up, they were right at the end of this trail here, and that's what I want to get a picture of down the pines with deer in between. And that would have been perfect. As I was setting up my camera, one of them saw me and boogied out into the thicket. But again, that was only 2 or 3 that were there. Before I seen about 6 or 7 of them running out with that one buck, which he may have already shed an antler, because I only saw the one side. It was a little one. Oh well. Let's so I'm gonna again hang tight here, wait for the other 4 to come out somewhere, try to get some pictures. They're definitely on their feet, so we'll go ahead and keep an eye out. All right, let's have some coffee and have a snack. All right, well, what I'm gonna do now is the trail comes along here, and then there's a gap, then there's another set of pines beyond that. So I'm gonna try to mosey on that way as quiet as I can with my eyes peeled. They're easy to spot, but they're quick. So let's go to the next section of pines. So I didn't see any in that other section of pines. There's a couple people with the dog talking pretty loud. So I'm gonna open this up very loudly and just kind of keep my eyes down this way. Because you can see for a long time, even between the trees, you can see that the darkness of the deer and just the solidness coming through. So I'm gonna sit, have a snack, and hopefully see something come through. All right, well, I'm starting to make my way back to the car. I didn't see any more. It's starting to get a little bit more busy here, so I don't think they're going to be really in this normal kind of area. So I'm going to stick there. I'm going to head back, drive a little bit more through the park, and see if I can find anything worth stopping for right now anyway. But I do want to cover something. The hat from Northbound Gear Company. Super warm. It's not like the Carhartt hats, which those hats are also nice, but they just sit too high. Like when you put them on, even when it covers your ears, it just sits really high. This one is form-fitting, very warm. It's worth checking it out. Also, their pants. I have a pair of their, I don't remember the name of them, but they're winter pants. They're fleece lined, and they are incredibly warm. I wear them underneath all my hunting gear all year round. They are, should get some of their gloves. They're lightweight, they're fleece lined, and I have a hole in the back just because I think I may have caught it on a pricker or going through some brush or snagged it when I was on the ground, because I wear them for fall hunting with lighter pants on top. So I may have caught them on a stick or something. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna sew that up and just keep using them just because it's super warm. So I recommend checking them out. Northbound Gear. It's worth a check out. Highly recommend. But for now, let's head back to the car and see if we can find some more places to grab some pictures before heading home and go sled riding with the girls. Let's see what we can do. All right. Another change of plans. And I guess that's, dang it. Another change of plans here. As I was headed back to the car, I looked out across. I'm going to go into these pines over here. I really wish that what I'm seeing in person to what's being on film here, I wish you could see the actual like depth of the pines in the trees, the thick trees. And these cattails here, it's just unreal. So if you haven't come to this trail before in the wintertime, just bundle up and just get some gloves for sure. But you gotta come out and see this place. When you go to the parking lot, just head towards the trail and you can look past and you can see the pond here with the pines in the back. Even that alone is just worth getting out and just looking at the, I don't even know how to describe it, just everything's quiet. So I'm going to head up into these pines here, try to keep quiet and see what's here. Well, that was good. I ended up just walking the whole trail. Didn't see any more deer. There was a lot of people starting to pile in, so I just finished up, got back to the car. Well, I did notice one thing. If you're walking a dog, just at least in the wintertime, just kick the poop off into the side of the trail. I saw, I don't know, maybe 10 piles of crap just sitting along the trail, and they weren't coyote. I did see one coyote said it was, had a bunch of hair in it, so I knew it wasn't that. But other than that, the trails are good. A lot of cross-country skiers, some people with snowshoes. Oh boy. Ugh. But it is now time to get home and get Harper ready to go sledding. I'm actually planning on making up some sausage. Not the links, I don't have anything like that for it. I'm just going to take some of my ground deer that I got processed over at Duma's, which I highly recommend. That's a great place to get your deer done. But get home, sled, and then my wife is going to be going out to have dinner with a couple of her friends. So that's when me and Harper are going to make some sausage. She's into cooking a lot, seasoning a lot of stuff, just to mix it and just help us cooking dinner. So I'm just gonna let her throw all the seasoning in, let her mix it up, make them into little patties, get those ready. I also have a roast that I'm gonna be making up, and then it is 11 o'clock now. I don't know how long a roast normally takes. I've only cooked it maybe 2 or 3 times. The rest of the roast I usually just normally make into jerky. But I'm gonna have Harper make me help me make that deer roast, deer sausage. So we'll have a full evening of cooking, and I plan on recording that and then just putting it on my page here just for fun. So I will catch you all in a little bit.